All right, guys, here we are for stage 3, Zwift Unlocked, the long ride. We're doing London, Colleen, basically a lot of flat with some undulations, and the only really substantial elevation comes towards the end of the ride. It's like 31 kilometers long, I believe. We'll see as soon as that ticks over and we leave the pen. There are 475 plus riders in the pen. Maybe we're gonna be over 500 by the time the gun goes off. Just a small gathering of all our closest friends on Zwift. 15 seconds to start. I'm pretty far back in this pen. I'm gonna have to put some juice into it to try to get closer to the front. Let's see how our legs feel today. And here we go. All right. One thing that is nice, Zwift lets you cut right through the pack. And here we are. Okay. That'll warm up the legs. All right. And just ride with the group. Oh, yeah. There we go. Group's moving well to start. Moving with intention. Gonna want to save this feather for the right-hand corner and the riser. Wee is right, Keith. Just want to be riding the wave. Plenty of wheels up here to keep work to a minimum. Even at these speeds, should be able to ride some draft through the undulations. So far, so good. Just shifting gears to match the terrain. very quickly 3 kilometers in. It's a lot of meandering through the streets here. See how smart we can be in this giant pack. Let's push a little here. Oh. Well, that animated the group for sure. Okay, caused a little split. Okay. Tons of riding left. I'm going to go back to efficiency mode. Very fast out front. Is that Nielsen? Just an animal. recording today, period. This ride posts tomorrow, exclamation point. Shout out to Brad Curtis. There you go. I got you, family. I got you. It's all about the community, guys. We're all in this together. Vongbo. Shout out to Vongbo. Is that Vongbo? Did I pronounce it right? Vongbo. Vongbo. Apologies for pronunciation. Shout out to you. Looks like you're in this front group. You guys are crushing. There he is. Right there, Vongbo. There's Curtis. This ride is fast, fast, fast. 47K an hour. Oh yeah. Go.
Ride on.
This is fast. 46.9 kilometers an hour. Here's some downhill. Looks like there's one rider off the front. I mean, we're only 10K in. I still got 22 to go. Get on this train. There is some work to get out of here. Okay. Downhill. All right. Nice. Meandering through the streets of London. There we go. There we go. Just get in there. Keep this speed. Peloton's holding over 46 kilometers an hour. There we go. Working towards halfway. Okay.
Ride on.
Legs and body feel meh. Not good, not bad. Still lots of riding to do. So I'm gonna try to be smart about it. Hey Zwift, how about taking me out of the wind? There, yeah. Gotta steer out of the wind. Zwift draft dynamics don't do anything that real life would do. Just sends riders to the outside, left or right, out into the wind. Okay. Sounds like some people are setting up for the sprint.
Ride on.
Okay. All right. Good recovery. That arrow power up. Oh, let's recover. Okay. Only 18 in, 13 to go. Plenty of real estate left. There we go. All right. Oh yeah. There we go. $20K in. Let's get to less than 10K. That'll be a banner moment. All right. There we go. $10K to go. Let's bring the heart rate down as much as possible. We are going to cross the river, and it's a bit bumpy on the other side. Not a full climb, but bumpy. So, I need to get myself right before then. This is helpful right here. All right. Ooh. Okay, the majority of this is done. The hardest part is still to come. There we go. $8K to go. Wow. Across the bridge. Having flashbacks to tiny races right now, but this is not the finish. Okay. We've averaged 46 kilometers an hour to this point. It's pretty good. Wow. Okay, breathe. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Breathe. Within 2K to go. What a loop. It was fast on the flat and anything but tame along the river on the far side. Okay, we're gonna juice a few pedal strokes early, try and carry speed up this hill. Juice now. And drift up. Oh God. Oh. That hurt. Oh God, come on. Oh my God. No. Okay. It was a lot, pretty much everything, just to stay attached on the other side of the river. I made the selection to the top 11 and I finished 11th. So we can say, hey, great, I made the selection and I was able to hang on as the caboose. But yeah, so getting up, over, and down the hill on the far side of the river, where a bunch of people are like, it's not hilly. Like, it's hilly. That's a hill. That's hard. That's hard. And then coming out of the underground, I thought I had it right. I was trying to slingshot. I started my sprint early before the rise. I caught a couple people out, but then the guys at the front did an awesome job of holding power out of the tunnel, left-hand turn to right-hand turn, and we were almost to the bridge before it started to settle back down. And by then, you're about a kilometer away from the finish, and I didn't recover in time. I didn't recover. I rode tail gunner, I rode caboose, I didn't sprint early enough, I didn't have it anyway. Even if I did have it, the guys out front seemed to be very talented riders, and they started to show us who they were out in the hills on the far side of the river. And yes, this is a hilly course towards the end. It is marketed as a flatter course based on the fact that we went from a peloton of like 30 down to 11 in the span of that hill. That's a hill. Because for the better part of 35 minutes, we had a massive peloton up front and nobody was getting shed off because it was 1% rises, 2% rises. So I'm definitely not pedaling at 123. There we go, 80 RPM better. Anyway, mixed emotions about that one. I'm always happy to make it through with the first group. I wish I had, let's see, is there anything I would have done differently? I'm happy with the fact that I animated in the earlier parts of the course and sort of shook up the massive peloton a bit. No regrets playing closer to the front of things, especially playing closer to the front when we got to the far side of the river. That was a real gut check moment, up and over and down the far side of the river, and then a second gut check moment coming out of the underground. So I feel like I was caught with my pants down somehow on the underground, even though I felt like I was juicing it early. I guess I was just too far back, and the guys in the front started way earlier than anticipated. Who knows? But I could have lost contact with that group there. And there were a few riders 4 or 5 seconds behind, maybe only 2 or 3 at that point. And so I would have given up that 11th place spot if I hadn't fought just to get back with the group. So I'm happy with that. But you know, I mean, it's the mind of a competitive athlete, right? We're always left wanting more. You know, that's why people set the world record and they're like, oh, can I break my own world record? It's just, it's a great testament to human spirit. And, you know, I really am a firm believer that competition has the ability to bring out the very best in us. That's why I compete every day. Competing with and against people you respect. That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. All of us out here fighting for our own, but also making each other better. There's no way I dig as deep as I did today in a solo effort. It's just not, it's not how it works. You need something to be against. You need something challenging you, pushing you. You need something to struggle against. You need something to overcome. If that doesn't exist, you're just pushing into the abyss, pushing into a vacuum, and you can only push so hard without any resistance. So as I talk about on this channel, guys, it's all about the struggle. It's all about resistance. It's all about overcoming. It's about winning and losing and being humbled, getting better, having great days, having terrible days, everywhere in between. And then just showing up every day to do it again, to do it the best you possibly can on the day. Growing each day, learning each day, digging deeper each day. That is what this is all about. And at the end of the day, there are people that are faster than you, there are people that are slower than you, and having them to help motivate you is awesome. And then at the end of the day, when you strip it all away, it's you versus you. How did you take that competitive environment to help you get over the hilly section on the far side of the river? How did you take that competitive environment to keep pushing after the underground when you're caught with your pants down and you're off the back and you gotta really juice it just to get back onto wheels? Do you have that in you? Is it there? Can you search for it? Can you find it? Can you tap into it? I am a firm believer that in life, nothing worth doing is easy. What's the point? If it's easy, everybody would do it, and everybody do it well. So, I feel like most people are drawn to Zwift because it's challenging in a variety of different ways, not just the races, but the workouts and the events and the hill climbs and the FTP testing and all these different things that you can do and utilize to make yourself better. And that's where we learn about ourselves. We don't learn about ourselves when things are easy. We learn about ourselves when we struggle, when it's all going pear-shaped, when it's upside down. That's where the real learning is. That's where the real growth is. So anyways, that's what gets me out of bed every morning. Oh, guys, that was fast. That was fast. That group was really charging. There are obviously some great riders that helped keep the speed really, really high as we were just sort of winding through the streets of London. And then the really good riders started to let it be known who they were across the river going up that hill. There were some serious efforts going on there. Fortunately, I had a few wheels that I could latch onto from time to time when needed. But a couple of those guys just absolutely willed it up and over that hill. It was impressive. Very, 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 very impressive. So, yikes. I know I have a tendency to say this every day, but man, am I feeling it in the legs today. But that is a part of racing every day, right? If I'm gonna gun it each and every day to the best of my ability, I can expect that the legs are gonna be tired from time to time, if not constantly. So, you know, it's like maybe I don't even know what fresh legs feel like anymore. And I'm okay with that, by the way. Like I was kind of alluding to earlier, I mean, yeah, at some point it might be nice to like wind this all down, stop doing it every single day, put a little more structure into it, get some rest and rip an FTP test and get the best number I can. But for now, I'm really interested in like what I can do day to day tired. And more often than not, I'm averaging over 4 watts a kilo on these rides. I'm starting to take some pulls. I'm starting to animate rides up the hills. I'm starting to contribute to how the ride shapes up. And this is in the advanced category, and only a couple months ago, I was just lucky to make it through with the first group. I was just happy to be there, and I was just struggling not to get dropped. And at this level, that struggle it exists every day anyway. You can still get dropped, don't get me wrong. Any day of the week, I can easily get dropped off of one of these rides. But I feel like I'm playing a little less defense, which is like a really good feeling to feel like, you know, maybe I will push off the front a little bit. Maybe I will lead it up this pitch and see if we can shake up the peloton a little bit. So it just feels like progress, and progress feels good. Because I know the guys around me, they're not getting any slower. They're showing up with the same intention to be faster every day. So, you know, rising tide raises all ships, right? So as we're out here pushing one another at a ride that averaged like before the hill, it's kind of when I lost track of the average, but before the far side of the river and the hill, we were at like 46 kilometers an hour. It wasn't slow, it wasn't sleepy. It was pretty good. And then the real work began. Holy moly. Oh, but I'm loving it, guys. This is so much fun. And as I have a way of doing every single video, thank you guys sincerely for being here. You know, as I tell you guys over and over and over again, it is knowing that people are watching keeps me super motivated. It keeps me accountable. It makes me feel like I'm part of the community. And this has been, Zwift is an overwhelmingly positive community, and it's been a lot of fun to be a part of and to, you know, participate in the Zwift culture and learn more about the Zwift culture and try to offer something of substance to the Zwift culture. But yeah, it's just rad to know that anyone at all is watching these videos. And then beyond that, the fact that people are taking the time to like the video or to comment, to subscribe, like all of that. I don't take any of it for granted, and I appreciate every single person who offers their time out of their busy day to watch any part of what it is that I'm doing here. That fires me up. So, and I love learning about what you guys are up to, and I've learned so much about you guys through what you've told me and how your journeys are going, either increases in FTP or jumping into a new category or setting PRs on a hill climb or losing a bunch of weight. Like, it's just rad. Everybody's on a different journey, but there's just a collective understanding because we're all embracing our own journeys on this collectively, you know, engaged platform, which is Zwift. So it's just really cool. And it's really cool. I believe in the power of sport. I believe in the power of competition, and Zwift seems to prove me right every single day. And all of you seem to prove me right every single day. And that just makes things better. Life is better through competition. Competition is actually the great unifier, and I think a lot of people don't understand that. Competition with a code, I should say. Competition with an ethos. It is a great unifier. Within squads, across squads, that's what it's about. Okay, I was starting to ramble, as I have a way of doing. Guys, I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for that. Okay, we've done it. Stage 3 is complete. Check that box. We did the short race yesterday. We did the long ride today. Maybe we'll do the short ride later this week just to tick that box. That could be fun. Because generally the rides just have so many more people, which is pretty cool. Yeah, as I have a way of doing, I am going to save you from watching me warm down any further. I'm just gonna spin out the legs. I am going to rest, recover, hydrate, get that nutrition, work on mobility, so I can throw my leg over the bike again tomorrow on my never-ending grand tour. Don't even remember what stage we're on. And some of you have asked me about that, like what number in a row is it? I'm actually enjoying getting lost in the obscurity of all of it. The day that I don't get on this bike, guys, I will tally it up. I'll tally it backwards, and we will find out just how many days in a row my grand tour lasted. But assuming I get recovered and I feel up to it tomorrow, then this is a day-by-day thing. But if I feel up to it tomorrow, you will see me on this bike. But for now, that's all from me.